pictures about? It's a cliff dweller. That's why in our native tongue, North Spirit Lake is called Memegweshazagaidan, and that's a Memegwesh, a cliff dweller. Yeah,
And that's where you're living.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you staying.
Yeah,
At the hotel.
The cliff dweller inn, it's called. That's where you're staying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's.
So Memegwesh are called cliff dwellers, and that's how it was named before North Spirit Lake, Cliff Dweller Lake, before they changed it to North Spirit Lake. I don't know what they are, but to me, I think they're beings or something, because there's a book, like in a legend, some men were fishing out in the lake, like they didn't know who was taking fish out of their nets a long time ago, and because they were cutting the fish net, and they didn't know they had certain fish that they lost, the suckers. That's what they were using them. They didn't touch the other fish, so because they went to check their nets one morning, and they saw somebody was already there checking their nets. They went closer, and then they went closer, and those people, they didn't want to look at them, like they had their heads like this, and they, you know, when you go see somebody with a boat and you pull close and you touch the boat, and that's what they did. And then what do they say?
They don't have nose.
No, first they talked to them, and they said that one of those cliff dwellers said, why don't you talk to them? You almost look like a human being like them, right? That's what they said. And so that first cliff dweller looked at them, and they had no nose, just two little dots and hairy faces.
Yeah.
So that's how they look.
People here in North Spirit, they went to, there was a big cliff there, right? Well, they're way over there, that side over there. They went there, and when they went up the cliff, they could hear the drums under. Just maybe
somewhere. It's called East Bay.
East Bay. Just East Bay. Yeah. Anybody goes over there, they climb up there, they could hear it, like drumming. Yeah.
Okay, back to my story about the cliff dwellers. So they told them that we're just taking the suckers out. The cliff dweller told those guys that they're just taking the suckers out, and those men told them next time, don't cut our nets. You're welcome to take the suckers out, and next time don't cut our nets, because we have to feed our kids too. That's what the men told them that. So they let them go, and then they watched them paddle away, and there's a cliff there, right? And that's where they headed straight. So they headed toward the cliff straight with their canoes, those cliff dwellers. I don't know, they didn't describe what kind of canoe they were using. So, and as soon as they just went, like there's a cliff, right? And they went straight, and they bounced off the cliff dwellers. So they tried again, and they went through the rocks to the cliff finally, and you can hear them, and they could hear them laughing under the cliffs. And the reason why they couldn't go through the first time is human hands touched their canoe, right?
Yes.
So I don't know what they are, beings, I don't know. So, but they still exist. See, that's what you're saying. We could hear them under the
hear
cliff.
jumping there.
Yeah, and they're called Memegweshwok.
Yeah.
Yeah, cliff dwellers.
It was about maybe less than 10 years that guy went up the hill over there. As soon as they went up that hill, they could hear them. They could hear something under drumming.
Maybe in Arizona they have cliff dwellers too, but they have different, But that's how they were described. Like hairy face and little holes for their nose. That's how they said. So we don't know if they were little. We don't know because they were in a canoe, so they didn't describe. That's how they describe them. When we go out of town for other places, they call us Quay-Shi-Wok because we're from Quay-Shi-Wok. That's North Spirit Lake in native. Yeah, Quay-Shi-Wok. That's what they say. Yeah.